Hello and welcome back to Key Comic Universe, and today I'm going to be showcasing how I'm horrible at technology. Now, I'm joking about that, but I am actually bad at technology. Today I'm going to be talking about this new, I won't say company, but this new group, that's kind of the best way I think I can describe it at this point, called Pricecharting. So, before I get into this topic, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, I would highly recommend it. And check me out on Instagram. I talk about other comics, do other comic related things, and I also do sales over there. So that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so I got reached out to this brand, company, group, whatever you want to call it, called Pricecharting. And they reached out and were like, hey, can you check out this website? And I'm like, cool. Now, I'm always interested in learning new ways to check comic book prices, and I'm always interested in checking out new websites that will help out with, keeping track of prices and making things more streamlined. So I decided to check out this website, and I do have a few thoughts. I also want to shout out this company as well. I have no affiliation with them. I'm not being paid for this, but it's actually a pretty easy to use website, and it's better than a lot of other websites in a lot of different ways. And I'll be going over that throughout this video. So first off, you can search up any book. They have options for, let's see, like Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, etc. And so, just as an example, I searched up Silver Surfer #3. So the way they have their website set up is they have this chart that tracks the values. They have a section for like raw. So this is the rough average of the raws. Then the different graded or grades more individually dispersed, and different grade points they keep track of. And you can look at the recent sales, how many sell each month. So like, for example, there are 2 sales of 4.0s per each month. And so at first I was a little bit confused by this because I didn't see a 4.5, 5.0, etc. I didn't see those as options. But when you click on here, and also, let's see if it'll pop up this way, they do keep track of that. They just all put under one category to make it easier to find. So up above, clicking on 4.0, you have 4.5s you can look at. And these are, from what I've been able to find, are all CGC copies. And so you can look at the prices of what they sell for. And from what I can tell from just looking around, the main things, main reference they use is eBay and Heritage Auctions. And then if you click on this, it'll take you to the link of that on eBay. The sold listings, and if it's recent, it'll still be available to see. So, in my opinion, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good way just to be able to do quick checks, and it allows you to check kind of like this price guide and see where things are going. And this is also how they keep track of this, like the increases from month to month, and if there's any changes or anything like that. So, pretty cool. Pretty easy way to keep track. I should also mention with this company that it is free to use, and I have it pulled up right now, but here, I'm not going to go to my account. Nope. But when you basically pull up, you get the options of an account if you want to have an account. Without an account, you can look up and look at as many comics as you want per each day. It's not like other companies where it's limited. And then if you get an account with them, you have a little bit more options, and the accounts are also start off at free, so it removes ads, and you get a couple more options for looking through these prices and stuff like that. And then there's, of course, higher tiers with a lot of these companies. There are paid options, and with the paid options here, it looks like you get onto like a marketplace, so they do have a marketplace set up. They also will allow you to like scan in items and be able to export things, looking a little bit more professional. A bunch of different options, a bunch of different things that when you pay for this service, they offer. Personally, I don't really pay for these services. I really wouldn't. That's just my opinion. I only use them if they're free. I'm not spending money. But anyways, they do have a marketplace. I did check out that. There aren't too many or really anything for sale as of right now. It looks like this company is very recent. Haven't seen anything bad about them yet. Now, there are a few criticisms I have, but for the most part, this is pretty solid. Pretty solid website. Pretty easy to use. A lot easier to use than some of the other websites I've used. So, like, let's say I want to search something up. Let's just say Amazing Spider-Man #1, 1963. Oops. Nope, I can do this. Trust me, I may not be very good at technology, but every once in a while I'm able to succeed. So, just looking at this, it's basically set up in the exact same way. So, it's just super easy. Most things pop up. Or, like, let's say I just want to look at Marvel Comics. You go down here, and you can click on, I don't know, Amazing Spider-Man. As you can see, I've already tooled around with this website a bit. I didn't want to make a video where, oops, now I'm out of focus. Struggles. Focus. No, come on. I believe in you, camera. Okay. So you can go through different options. So, for example, Amazing Spider-Man 300. Take a look at that. Cool. There's options. You can click on different options, see all of that type of cool stuff. Also, I'm sorry about how this is being recorded. I am not tech savvy. I was trying to figure out screen recording and all that type of stuff before filming this, and I just could not figure it out. If anyone has any tips, hit me up on Instagram, let me know. It would be much appreciated. I'm not very good at tech, so yeah, a bit of a struggle. Okay, so, I've said some good things about this company, but I do have a few, I wouldn't say negative things, but some constructive criticism where I think there are things that they can improve upon. So, I'm going to look up a really recent book with a variance. And, I wasn't looking around at too many recent books, but it's even going to pop up. Enter, search. But let's say I want to look at Secret Wars 9. And all of a sudden, and I'm out of focus. Cool. I love this camera. I love this app, guys. But anyways, what is this doing? Okay, come on. Stop it. Anyways, if I want to look at these, all of a sudden the prices look really weird. Like, Secret Wars #9 just for a regular A copy? It's $30. It's $80. It's $104. And then Raws are $13. And then when you scroll down, and I'll get that scrolled down for you guys. Anyways, for this, they don't differentiate between the different. Oops, one second. I think when I click on like a 9.8 or Raws, but they don't differentiate between the different versions of the book. They all, and I'm going to try to get this to focus a bit better, but they all. No, stop it. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it keeps being weird. Trying to get it focused and just refuses. But anyways, it shows all the different versions of each book, and they average out from there. And this is one of my minor complaint, though, is just as differentiated. Other companies or other groups also differentiate between, the different variants and stuff like that. So having it all in one place, it's cool, but it would be a lot simpler just to be able to look at the variants by themselves. And, I don't have my own website or anything like that, so I don't know how difficult that would be, but, I'm assuming it's possible to have those all separated out. Also, with some comic books, and, for example, New Mutants 98, they don't differentiate between the newsstand and the direct edition. It's just all in the same place, as opposed to Amazing Spider-Man 300, where they do show the newsstand and the direct separate. So they're separated, and it has different prices for them. So I don't know if it's just because, there's not that much of a difference for New Mutants 98. I know there is a difference, though, especially on, really high grade. So, having that differentiate, if they're going to go that route, I think it would be pretty important to have those be separate. Let's see. What else did I write down? Yeah, I did also write out some stuff just so I could remember the things I want to talk about. So next is, where is it? Oh yeah. So for some of the older books, like Pre-Code Horror, and for some obscure books, they aren't included on the website. You can't price guide check them. So just as some examples, City of the Living Dead, which is a Pre-Code Horror book, they have nothing on there for it. And now there is a copy and does sell here and there, and there has been some recent sales with that book. So I was surprised to see that those weren't included. And then also Spicy Tales, I was surprised that, that book also, some of those books sell for pretty good money, and I was surprised that they weren't also included. There are also some books where they don't include the different editions, so it was a little bit confusing looking at The Killing Joke because they only had, I think, the 3rd or 12th print up, and then you had to scroll down to find the other printings and wasn't really super well organized. Same with Faust. Faust, Love of the Damned. Sure, it's an obscure book, but there is a bunch of different versions of that book, like 4 different printings, and only the I would like to say the second print was the only one that you could look at. So, it would be nice to have just those different options. Then also, there were some missing sold listings, so I wanted to just go on eBay and see if, like the sold listings on eBay would pop up on here, and then vice versa. And from here, everything pops up on eBay. It's super easy. Everything's direct linked. But some eBay listings for some books won't pop up. And this was mainly for like older books like Pre-Code Horror or books that don't sell very often. But they also weren't on here. And again, that's just minor. But it would help give a more accurate price / evaluation for those books. Then also, and I don't know if this is because I can't see it or just because, someone from the group bought, I don't know, but some of the sales on certain books weren't accurate or weren't available. Not in the way of, the eBay where the book gets too old, but some recent sales for let's just use the example I went with, Green Lantern 76. They have like best offer options that were listed on here, and when you clicked it on eBay, they it showed that there was a best offer accepted, but you couldn't see the actual price it went for. So I noticed that, and so I don't know how they came to like their price for it on here, because for example, there was a Green Lantern 76 for $450. Best offer was accepted on it, and they had listed over here for $400. So a little bit hard to tell with that. I hope I'm making that clear, and I hope I'm not confusing anyone with what I mean by that. But and then also once again with some of these Bronze Age books, also Green Lantern 76, they did not include some of the recent sold listings, and it was like with some other books as well, mentioning that with the pre-code. So maybe some of the prices aren't always included, or they can't catch every single sold listing. That's completely understandable. I completely get that. And then what I do like about them, once again, is that they use a good number of websites. Everything's available. You can basically look at everything. It's awesome. It's really good websites from what I can tell so far. And this might be my main go-to in the future. Just because, let's say I'm on an auction. The auction has a minute left. Just click on here, find something in 30 seconds, and be able to price compare super fast. So I do like it for that reason. And I also want to compare it to other options out there. And these are some of the other options I've used in the past. So compared to some place like Cover Price, Cover Price's information can be a little bit out of date sometimes. For example, let's say, I need to scroll all the way down, but some of these ones, there have been more recent sales than what's listed. So sometimes their averages are a little bit off. But again, that's not a big deal per se. It gives you a rough idea. But Cover Price also charges you a paid membership, or you get 5 searches a day for free. So, a little bit not as good. And there aren't as many options or as many listings available to look through. So, so far Pricechart definitely has that beat, or Pricecharting. Next, Go Collect. Go Collect is really good for graded books. I will still use this for graded books just to get a good census super quickly. I feel like their census is still set up the best and most easy to look through. And yeah. Also, they also do include fair market value, but sometimes you have to sign in, so it's kind of awkward. And then they also charge you money just to look at the sold listings most of the time. So yeah, definitely Pricecharting has them beat. Next up, everyone's favorite. I know that every single person just loves this website. It has to be everyone's favorite. And that's me being very, very sarcastic. But anyways, look through this website here and there, mainly just to look at the actual keys, because their actual like price info is usually pretty inaccurate, especially for hot books. It's always like, huh? And, everyone talks about them. Now, this is great free to use service, but yeah, again, you can't look at individual grades, and the best you can do is search up on eBay. So I don't really like this one as much. I'll use it here and there just to look at, hey, is this character's first appearance in this book versus that book? But 99% of the time, I'm going to Wikipedia instead, or I'm going to Marvel.fandom or somewhere else before I go Key Collector Comics. Next up, Quality Comics. I used to use these guys as a price guide quite a bit, and they are a comic book store. They're awesome, really cool stuff, really cool books that they have available. Definitely would recommend checking out Quality Comics. But again, with them, their price guides are a bit out of date. They do include good information though, so if you want to learn more about a book, hey, this is an awesome place to learn about it. But again, just looking at this, these prices are super out of date by over a year or two, so a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, anyways, this website's a lot more accurate. And there was like one other website, but I couldn't remember its name, that people use. And that other website basically has a very similar setup, but they go through every single grade individually on their website. But the prices are always inaccurate unless they've recently updated, and then still they take forever to update again. So their prices are very relevant for a very short period of time. So yeah, this website looks like it's updating on a regular basis. Looks like they're getting prices in there. Really like this graph. Makes it really easy just to look at this. And you can type in 6 months, all that type of stuff. Get a little bit of a closer look. But yeah, also I did use, I don't think I ever made this clear, but I did use Green Lantern 76 as a control group across pretty much all of these websites. Something I didn't have it pulled up on, but yeah, I saw very different things on all of these websites for the same book. So this comes to the final part of this video. Do I recommend Pricecharting? Is it a company that or group company, I don't know what to call it. Is it a website that I would use? Is it something that I would use as my primary reference? Maybe. This website just makes it really easy to check prices quickly. That's the main point. I've also noticed that they don't include key details, so if you don't know if a book is a key or not, this website won't tell you. But again, you can do that with a quick Google search, or if it's a book you like, you'll probably already know. So yeah, just as a way to reference prices, pretty good. I don't have any real major complaints with this website outside of what I mentioned, which are all easy fixes, in my opinion, at least from what I understand. And it's already pretty much there. For a recent company, everything's looking really good, and as long as there, ends up not being controversies or anything, I think this is going to become my go-to website for checking prices. And honestly, this website is just really awesome. They also do trading cards, video games, sports cards, all that type of stuff. They have plenty of tools on here. Memberships are very affordable, except for the very top tier, or they're free. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this. Once again, sorry for my horrible technology usage. I am sorry for the focus issues as well. Once again, if anyone has any tips on how I can get a screen recorder, or figure that out, help me out with it, let me know. That would be really awesome. I again am horrible at technology. Technology and me don't always get along. And if I missed anything, or if there's something that I should have gone over, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all, I hope, in the next video.